Most women don't lose their power at 80. They lose it at 67, and they don't even notice it's happening until it's too late. And here is the cold, hard truth. Once that power is gone, it rarely comes back. I'm 82 years old today. In the last few years, I've watched more women my age disappear than I care to count. I don't mean they passed away. I mean they simply faded. They reached a crossroads and made a choice that looked like love but was actually a surrender. Today I want to show you the exact moment the trapdoor opens, because if you can see it, you can keep your light shining as long as I have. The world has a very polite way of erasing us. It doesn't happen with a shout, it happens with a whisper. It starts when your children stop asking, "What do you think?" and start asking, "Are you tired?" It starts when they use that special voice with you, the one reserved for toddlers or the frail. It's a voice filled with a kindness that feels like a velvet cage. But the real moment of loss, the true turning point, happens when you agree with them. The moment you decide your season is over, you've handed over the crown. You accept the narrative that you are no longer a player in the game, but a spectator waiting for the final whistle. When was the last time someone asked for your opinion before making a decision that involved you? If you have to stop and think about the answer, you are already standing on the edge of the trap door. For decades, you were the sun. Everyone else was a planet orbiting your gravity. You managed the bank accounts, the holiday dinners, the family crises, and the complex emotions of an entire household. You were the one who knew where the documents were, how to fix the broken spirits, and how to keep the ship sailing through every storm. You were the architect of the family. But then the house gets quiet, the career ends, the children have their own empires, and that is when the whisperers arrive. They are usually the people who love you most. They tell you that you've earned a rest. They tell you that you shouldn't have to worry about the big things anymore. They offer to take the burden of the taxes, the home maintenance, and the legalities off your shoulders. This is the mistake. This is the crossroads where women lose everything. They confuse comfort with freedom. I've watched my friends fall for this comfort trap time and time again. They think that by giving up responsibility, they are gaining peace. They think that by letting their son handle the investments or their daughter manage the property, they are buying a ticket to a stress-free life. But in this world, if you aren't responsible for the big things, you aren't in charge of them. Power isn't something you can give away and still expect to have influence. When you stop making decisions, people stop listening to your opinions. And once they stop listening, they stop seeing you as an adult. They start seeing you as a cherished heirloom, something to be kept safe on a shelf, but something that no longer has a say in how the room is decorated. Who handles your passwords today? Who signs your legal documents? If the answer isn't me, then you are living on borrowed time. Let me tell you about Clara. Clara was a force of nature. She spent 30 years as a head nurse. She could handle a cardiac arrest without blinking. But when she turned 70, her husband passed away, and her son became the architect of her decline. He convinced her to sell her 3-bedroom home and move into a high-end care suite near him. The moment that still haunts me happened 6 months after she moved. We were sitting in her new beige living room. Clara wanted to go to the nursery to buy some flowers for her balcony. Her son looked at his watch and said, "Not today, Mom. It's too windy and I don't want you getting confused in the parking lot. Just stay here and watch your program." He didn't just give her an order. He reached into her purse, took her car keys, and put them in his pocket. He did it with a smile. He did it for her own good. I watched Clara's face. She didn't fight. She didn't demand her keys back. She just sat down and turned on the television. That was the exact moment Clara died. Her heart kept beating for 2 more years, but the woman I knew disappeared the second she let those keys stay in his pocket. Within months, she stopped following the news. She stopped dressing up. Her son started talking over her head to the nurses, discussing her cognitive health as if she were a piece of furniture. Clara had surrendered her territory, and without territory to defend, she had no reason to stay sharp. She became a guest in her own life, waiting for permission to exist. Now compare Clara to Evelyn. Evelyn is 85 and lives 3 houses down from me. Her family tried the same whispering campaign. They told her the stairs were dangerous. They told her the house was a burden. Evelyn's response: she installed an elevator. She hired a gardener. She kept her name on every deed and her finger on every pulse. Last year, her son suggested she give him power of attorney just in case. Evelyn looked him dead in the eye and said, "I'll give you power of attorney the day you show me you can manage your own marriage as well as I manage this estate." She kept her thorns, and because she kept her thorns, her family treats her with a respect that borders on awe. They don't visit her out of pity. They visit her because she is the most interesting person they know. She didn't trade her freedom for comfort. She traded her comfort for power. Which one are you becoming? The heirloom on the shelf or the architect of the estate? This is the crossroads. The world will try to convince you that simplifying is the goal of your 80s. They tell you that you're too old for the stress of managing your own life. But let me tell you a secret I've learned at 82. Responsibility is what keeps you relevant. The worry of maintaining my own home and my own investments is exactly what keeps the blood pumping through my heart. We must transition from being useful to being formidable. To be useful means you are a tool for others. To be formidable means you are a person who cannot be easily moved. It means your no is final. It means your signature still carries the weight of authority. I see women in their 60s already beginning to shrink. They are apologizing for their presence. They are letting their adult children speak to them with a condescension that would have been unthinkable 20 years ago. If you feel your power slipping, if you feel the whisperers starting to win, act now. Reclaim your space. It will cause a stir. They will tell you that you're being difficult. They might tell you that you're confused or stubborn. Let them. Difficult is just the word people use for a woman they can no longer control. Confused is just the word they use for a woman who has stopped following their script. Stubborn is just another word for unshakable. Privacy is a form of power. Many women make the mistake of becoming a transparent book to their children. They share every ache, every fear, and every cent of their bank balance. Don't do that. I love my family, but they don't have the passwords to my soul. They don't know the full extent of my resources, and they don't know all of my future plans. That mystery keeps them respectful. It keeps them on their toes. If you are an open book they've already read, they'll put you on the shelf. Be a book that is still being written, one with a plot twist they didn't see coming. People think I'm jovial because I'm lucky. No, I'm jovial because I'm occupied. I'm jovial because I am the boss of this garden and everything inside the walls of my home. I look at the roses in this garden and I realize they don't apologize for their thorns. They need those thorns to protect the beauty they offer the world. You need your thorns too. You need the ability to say, this is my life, this is my money, and I am the one who decides how this story ends. I spent 40 years being a good girl. I spent another 20 being a good mother. I am done being good according to someone else's definition. I am 82, and I am finally being myself. And let me tell you, it is the most powerful I have ever felt in my entire life. The world thinks power belongs to the young and the loud. They are wrong. True power belongs to the woman who has seen it all, lost a lot, and decided to keep her dignity anyway. It belongs to the woman who can sit in a garden alone and not feel lonely, because she is in the presence of someone she truly respects, herself. Don't give away your power for a comfortable chair and a quiet life. Keep the chair you built. Keep the life you earned. The system wants to fade you out. Your family might try to protect you out of your own autonomy. Stand your ground. They don't fear your age. They fear your authority. You don't become invisible with time. You become invisible when you agree to it. So if they start calling you fragile while you're still strong, don't argue. Don't raise your voice. Just remind them with a smile who built the house they're standing in, and then go water your own garden. If you're ready to stop fading and start living with power again, subscribe to this channel. We are not just aging, we are evolving. Leave a comment below and tell me, when was the last time you said no to someone who tried to manage you? I read every single story. I'll see you in the next video.